Welcome to all. I am Ms. Manimekalai, Assistant Professor of Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, followed by the Department of Computer Applications. The topic is Laws of Cloudonomics. The history of Cloudonomics, followed by the 10 laws of Cloudonomics. In 2008, Joe Weinman created the 10 laws of Cloudonomics that still are in the foundation for the economics of cloud computing. The Cloudonomics law number 1 is utility service cost less even though they cost more. Although utilities cost more when they are used, they cost nothing when they are not. Consequently, customers save money by replacing fixed infrastructure with clouds. When workloads are peaking, specifically when the peak to average ratio is greater than the utility premium. So the first law is utility services cost less even though they cost more. The second law of Cloudonomics is on-demand trumps forecasting. Forecasting is often wrong. The ability to up and down scale to meet unpredictable demand to spikes allows for revenue and cost optimalities. Third law of Cloudonomics is the peak of the sum is never greater than the sum of the peak. Enterprises deploy capacity to handle their peak demands. Under this strategy, the total capacity deployed is the sum of these individual peaks. However, since clouds can reallocate resources across many enterprises with different peak periods, a cloud needs to deploy less capacity. The third law, once again I repeat, the third law of Cloudonomics is the peak of the sum is never greater than the sum of the peak. The fourth law of Cloudonomics is aggregate demand is smoother than individuals. Aggregate demand for multiple customers tend to smooth out variation. Therefore, clouds get higher utilization enabling better economics. So aggregate demand is smoother than individuals. So aggregating a demand from multiple customers tend to smooth out variation. Therefore, clouds get higher utilization enabling better economics. The fifth law of Cloudonomics is average unit costs are reduced. They are reduced by disturbing fixed cost over more units of output. They are reduced by disturbing fixed cost over more units of output. Larger cloud providers can therefore achieve economics of scale. Larger cloud providers can therefore achieve economics of scales. So the Cloudonomics law of 5 is average unit cost are reduced. Sixth law of Cloudonomics is superiority in numbers. Superiority in numbers is the most important factor in the result of a compact. Service providers have the scale to fight rough attack. Service providers have the scale to fight rough attack. The scales are two types, economic scale and the statistical scale. The important factor is the superiority. The most priority in numbers are the first important factor in the Cloudonomics. So the seventh law of Cloudonomics is space-time is a continuum. Organizations derived competitive advantage from responding to changing business conditions faster than the competitions. With cloud scalability for the same cost, a business can accelerate its information processing and decision making. With cloud scalability for the same cost, a business can accelerate its information processing and design making and the decision making also. The Cloudonomic law 8 is dispersion is the inverse square of latency. So the dispersion is the inverse square of latency. Reduced latency is increasingly essential in modern applications. A cloud computing provider is able to provide more nodes and hence reduced latency than an enterprise would want to deploy. A cloud computing provider is able to provide more nodes to reduce the latency in the cloud for our applications than the enterprises. The ninth law of Cloudonomics is don't put all your eggs in one basket. The reliability of the system increases with the addition of redundant, geographically dispersed components such as data centers and storage arrays. Cloud computing vendors have the scale and diversity to do so. The Cloudonomics law of 10 is an object at rest tend to stay at rest. A data center is a very large object. Private data center tends to remain in locations for reasons such as being where the companies was founded or where they got a good deal on property or a lease. A cloud service provider can locate greenfield sites optimally and without such limits of legacy logic. The followed 10 laws, the question is arises from cloudonomics and the economic viewpoints in the cloud and demand service analytic also. So we can describe and the brief explanation of the laws of cloudonomics. So the 10 laws are followed by the cloudonomics for cloud computing. Thank you.